tavsiye ederim.
Now I would like to invite our PhD student Elham Poorkahnooji for giving her talk on Does life exist outside of the solar system? Miss Elham, please, this is your turn.
Okay. Hello, my friends. Welcome to my presentation. My name is Elham. I am Physics research assistant and PhD student. I'm so happy to be here with you in a few minutes in this astronomical event. And I hope I'll be able to provide you informative information about the topic of my presentation. The topic of my presentation is answer to this question: does life exist outside of the solar system? Everything I will. Is the microphone?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? No?
I think there is a switch.
There is switch. Could you please help me? Thank you. Okay. The contents of my presentation are included: what is extraterrestrial life, who is Sarah Seeger, what is spectroscopy, who is what is Drake equation, habitable zone, ways to find the planet, possible habitable zone, Kepler 69, Kepler 452, what is technosignatures, and some interesting hypotheses. At the beginning, let's have a definition of a specific word, life. What is life? Scientifically, we can say life is a quality that distinguishes matter that has biological processes such as signaling and self-sustaining processes from matter that does not, and life is defined capacity for growth, reaction to stimuli, metabolism, energy transformation, and reproduction. And what is extraterrestrial life? Extraterrestrial life or alien life is life which may occur outside of Earth and which did not originate on it. But don't be scared, because so far no extraterrestrial life has yet been conclusively detected, although efforts are underway. Who is Sarah Seeger? Sarah Seeger is Canadian-American astronomer and planetary professor at Massachusetts Institute Technology. She is known for her work on extrasolar planets. She is a MacArthur Genius Fellow and leader in the scientific race to find another Earth in the near future. She and her colleagues look for possible chemical combinations that could signal the presence of alien life. You know that there are 6 main elements that they related to life on the Earth as follows carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, sulfur, and hydrogen. One of the method to search for life is a spectroscopy. As you know, a spectroscopy is one of the branches of science that studies the absorption and emission of the light and other radiation by the matter. By a spectroscopy, we analyze light shot by a star through the atmosphere of a distant planet. As you see here, from these dark spectral lines, astronomers can determine the temperature and the kind of element, and also the temperature and density of the element of the star, and even any magnetic field of the star. The width of every line can tell us how fast the material is moving. Here, one fundamental question arises that, really, are we alone in this universe? Actually, despite extensive probing of the solar system, our planet is still the only planet known to host life. But for finding a suitable answer for this question, all of the branches of astrobiology, that means chemistry, planetary science, cosmology, that strongly seasoned with statistics, must help each other to find a best answer. He is Frank Drake. He has a famous equation that I have not brought here. His equation is a probabilistic argument that is used for estimate to number of active communicative extraterrestrial civilization in the Milky Way galaxy. Just I have brought his statement. His statement tells that even if an intelligent civilization reaches the end of its lifetime after, for example, 10,000 years, life may still prevail on the planet for billions of years, permitting the next civilization to evolve. Thus, several civilizations may come and go during the lifespan of one and the same planet. But although the Drake equation or life-bearing world can be a good starter for search the life, but another thing can be a better criteria for search the life. It is habitable zone. What is habitable zone? Habitable zone is the area around the star where it is not too hot, it is not too cold for liquid water to exist on the surface of surrounding planets. How can we find habitable zone for every planet? By finding distance from the star, by finding star size and energy output, we can find it. As you see here, green bands represent the orbital distance from a star, at which the temperature could allow liquid water and another factor exist. It is suitable atmosphere. It's useful way for astronomers to begin sorting among potential targets in the search for signs of possible life. Let's meet the neighbors of Earth. Two important neighbors of Earth are Venus and Methane. At first about Venus. We know that Venus has loss of water. Venus has carbon dioxide atmosphere. It has sulfuric acid clouds. It has loss of habitability. But a recent study suggested the presence of one potential life sign for Venus. There is phosphine in Venusian atmosphere clouds that bacteria on Earth produce it. So, according to scientists' idea, if temperature and pressure are more congenial on the surface of Venus, we can say this possibility remains unlikely but possible. And about Mars. About Mars, we can say, we know that the existence of liquid water and methane on the surface surface of methane confirms that Mars potentially was habitable. But what's up with Perseverance NASA rovers? It reveals at latest finding new evidence about organic molecules that, you know, they are building blocks of life on Mars, compounds of benzene or naphthalates. There are two kinds of mechanism that can form organic molecules. One of them is abiotic mechanism. Another is biotic mechanism. By interplanetary dust, meteorites, infall, and water rock interaction, organic molecule can form abiotically. And by ancient life, organic molecule can form biotically. If we can rule out this mechanism abiotically, we can conclude that organic molecules that is found on the surface of Mars can form by ancient life. Another possible habitable world in solar system is Europa. Europa is Jupiter's moon. It's a world of ice with potential for life. Why we can say it has potential for life? Because it has lots of water, approximately twice the Earth. There is a rocky seafloor at the bottom. Some of the 6 main elements, for example, lipids, proteins, nucleic acid, and carbohydrate in icy shell exist, and chemical reaction in icy shell of Europa instead of sunlight exist. Another example for possible habitable world in solar system is Enceladus. Enceladus is one of the moon of Saturn, actually the brightest one. Enceladus is most reflective body in solar system because of its icy shell. It has icy shell, and beneath of its icy shell, there is liquid water, ocean. It can spray out in space its ocean, and spacecraft can sample. By this sample, scientists have been found that there is chemical ingredient needed for life exist on the surface of Enceladus, and likely hydrothermal vents sweep out hot mineral-rich water into its ocean. But about exoplanets. When we say exoplanet, that means planets that they live out of solar system. Kepler 452b is a super-Earth exoplanet orbiting within the inner edge of the habitable zone of the Sun-like star Kepler 452. And it's the only planet in the system discovered by Kepler telescope. It is located about 1,800 light years from Earth in the constellation of Cygnus. It's about 60 times larger than Earth. It's about 6 billion years old, much older than Earth. But scientists still don't know if it can support life or not. Another exoplanet is Kepler 69c. Kepler 69c is called prime candidate of alien life. Why? It is a confirmed super-Earth extrasolar Earth-like planet in terms of size and temperature. It's likely rocky. It's orbiting the Sun-like star Kepler 69. It's located within the star's habitable zone. And according to scientists, it's a prime candidate to host alien life. But initially findings found that it could possibly habitable. However, updated analysis shows that it resides outside of the inner edge of the habitable zone and thus is highly likely to resemble the planet Venus with temperature and conditions far too hot to sustain any life, making it uninhabitable. There are 4 ways to discover a new planet. One of them is radial velocity, another is transit method, third one is direct imaging, and the last one is micro lensing. As you see, in radial velocity, as you see here, we know that when a planet orbits around the star, because of gravitational force, host star cannot be in stationary state. So as a Earth observer, sometimes it comes close to Earth, its color shifts to blue, and sometimes it comes away, its color shifted to red. You know that because in your high school Doppler effect you have studied. And if this shifting color happens in regular time, for example, in 1 month or 1 year, scientists can conclude that it causes due to one body that orbits around the star. Another method happens when a planet is located between a star and Earth. The light of a star can block by the planet, and in the light curve, we can see a dip in brightness in terms of time. And in direct imaging, we can say this method uses infrared wavelength to observe planets. By using coronagraph, the light from a star or other bright object is blocked, so that nearby objects, which otherwise would be hidden in the object's bright, can be resolved. And And the last one is micro lensing. In this method, we know that when one star is a star that can act as a lens, passes in front of another, gravitational lensing boosts the light measured from the background star. When a planet is orbiting, the lens and the planet intersect the lens Einstein ring. Its gravitational field provides an additional boost to the measured intensity that appear as short duration spikes in the light curve. These additional boosts can be used to find new planets. And now, what is technosignature? Technosignature or technomarker is any measurable or effect that provides scientific evidence of past or present technology. They are analogous to biosignatures, which signal presence of life, whether intelligent or not. The important thing is that they would not come from planets in our solar system, but rather far-flung exoplanets that we cannot see up close. It is said that there are four kinds of technosignature. One of them is optical technosignature that can form by laser pulses. Another is radio technosignature that can make by radio pulses. And third one is atmospheric technosignature that is created by signs of artificial chemical in the atmosphere of distant planet. And the last one is Dyson sphere. Dyson sphere is a hypothetical megastructure that encompasses a star and captures a large percentage of its power output. Dyson sphere is one of the best known speculative technologies that may generate a technosignature. A Dyson sphere's presence would be revealed west head observed at excess infrared radiation. And the last one is hypotheses about extraterrestrial that are not confirmed by NASA, but maybe they are interesting for us. The first one is maybe they, alien beings, cannot find the inhabitant of the Earth. The second one is maybe Earth is positioned in a blind spot for radio waves and other signals sent from extraterrestrial. The third one is, according to zoo hypothesis, that is based on the argument that extraterrestrials are aware of Earth's existence, but refuse to contact us until we are considered advanced. According to another hypothesis, dark forest, all extraterrestrial civilizations are isolationist and paranoid and see other advanced civilizations as a threat. So they stay hidden from others. And the last one, that Grimaldi, researcher at the Switzerland Federal Polytechnic School of Lausanne, said maybe the extraterrestrial radio waves have not reached the Earth yet, because they said, they assert that mankind sent radio waves into space 60 years ago. And the conclusion is that so far, extraterrestrial beings and extraterrestrial life similar to planet Earth have not been observed, but scientists and researchers continue to study and research this fascinating subject. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions? Okay.
It's more like my opinion, the alien life. Can I say?
Yes, of course.
We all usually think that aliens are hostile creatures that invade planets and serve their native home. I think there are three possibilities here for the aliens. I think the first one is, yes, aliens are hostile creatures and invade other planets, take their resources, and enslave the natives. And the second one is there are not intelligent creatures near the world, and they are so far from us, and we don't know them, and they don't know us. And the third one is, what if the possible danger is us? For example, there is a planet, and all after the years we achieve the technology to achieve here, and we go there. And by the way, the planet has rich resources and rich creatures, life forms. We go there and colonize the planet, take their all resources, and enslave the natives. So I'm saying that what if the real dangers is us?
I think the most important thing about alien life is having data. So far, we don't have any evidence for prove they exist. Okay, especially that here is university. We are speaking about academic language. Okay, we cannot rely on public speaking. I have heard in somewhere there is a unknown thing, fly, and then, okay, scientifically, we must have data, correct data. And most important thing, I think, is this one. But if, Halisoy Hoja, if you can help me to answer the question, I will appreciate.
Items are the possibility. In the beginning, it showed trade equation. When this equation came up, it was around 1980s. I remember very well. I said I don't like this equation. And you can easily enter 1980 issue, if I may be wrong, 80 or 81 issue of the journal Physics Today. There are a few articles criticizing the existence of life from that kind of statistical equations. So, as I remember very well, the other Frank, he criticized them also name was Frank. Frank Hitler is a very well-known, very good mathematician. He said that, I remember very well, according to this equation of Frank Drake, we are alone. There is no life anywhere in any planet. So this was the argument. It was a very serious discussion. So the details of that discussion, I suggest you to go in and read those discussions in detail. So this issue is something that, yes, I can tell you are right. If you say no, I will tell you again, you are also right. Then we come to Nasreddin Hoca. Okay? Nasreddin Hoca said, how can both of them be right? You are also right. So this is an issue that one criticizes does not know better than what he criticizes. So, okay, everyone has some points. True. Now, there is one point. Okay, we know that there is life on Earth. Okay, but for millions of years, even billions, there has been collision of comets in our Earth, which took Earth some micro creatures like insects or bacteria or microbes, anything. And very easily, it may carry to Mars, it may carry to Moon, and everywhere. This is a great possibility. Now, someone will show up, let us say, in Mars, we found bacteria. Can I be sure that it is not from Earth? Because, as I said, for the last billions of years, the collision theory is very important. Even creation of Moon is, they say, as a result of collision. And you know, Moon has no homogeneous structure because the front part and the back side, and they have undergone different types of collisions, and therefore that is why the back side of the Moon is more interesting, because it has undergone less number of collisions. So, under the view of all these discussions, so the fellow who criticized, I applaud him. Okay, but the one that is criticized also, I applaud. Okay, so if anyone has any view, let us hear.
Elham Hoca'ya da çok teşekkür ederiz. Şimdi soru cevap kısmımıza geçebiliriz.